Okay, greetings, Patriots, Star Seas light workers, and of course our very brave military. Welcome to 1776 United. We're in a worldwide and galactic revolution. Now, I'm in a really good mood because we're having a lot of reveal coming out finally. It's music to my ears. I feel vindicated. I feel, everything that I've done for the last 12, 14 years is all starting to pay off now. And as predicted, there is going to be a destruction of 34 minimum, probably more, satanic sites around the world that will be taken out. There's going to be many, many things taken out that has to do, even in our wording, we're going to be able to recognize the draco reptilians that have been here, the draconian blue bloods that are parasitic. They're parasites. They do not have a soul. The only way that they survive is off of our children's blood. And we're going to stop all that. And we're going to do not just stop it, we're going to terminate with a vengeance to these reptiles. There's a lot of things and symbolism that represent these slithering scumbags that really have no power whatsoever. They leech onto us, and they leech onto our divine souls many, many times, because they can't do that until they get a hold of you, basically through depression, drug use, all kinds of demoralizing things. And this is what we need to recognize right now. That they're here, they do exist, and they're everywhere, and they're going to be taken out. They're going to be taken out one by one, and I hope, and I do hope, that there's an open season on them. A lot of them are slithered into different positions throughout the world that had influence as far as leadership goes. A lot of them hid behind the Jewish faith. A lot of them are basically, synonymous or tied to the Khazarian mafias and other mafias and very satanic child trafficking centers and stuff like that. They have been basically, basically not just overthrew, but they infested our lands, and not just infested it, they corrupted it. And but the time that we have had to go through all this and to witness this for ourselves is a time for pause, a time for learning, and the time to wake ourselves up and recognize the real demons and evil lizards that they really are. They do have, animals that slither on this world, in this world, that they have put on to, to keep us in fear, such as the snake, such as the crocodile. They've been here for millions and millions of years. The alligators, all this stuff. Anything that has to do with a reptile, they have produced. Okay, so we do have a list of satanic sites that are going to be taken out. It's the ARC, or the Ark of Baal, Augusta D. Rothschild Castle, the Biltmore Hotel in Coral Gables, Miami, Buckingham Palace. I can't read that other one. CIA Bohemian Grove, Comet Pizza in Hollywood, Denver International Airport, Epstein Island Dome. I guess the whole island's going to go. Georgia Guidestones, Hoover Dam, Lavour in France, LA Lavour in France, the London Bank number 1, the London Bank number 2, London Bridge in London, the London Bridge Lake Havasu City in Arizona, Northern or North, yeah, I guess it would be Northern Castle, or North 10 Castle, Notre Dame Cathedral in France, Opera House in Sydney, Australia, Pentagon, gone, Playboy Mansion, Statue of Liberty, Stonehenge, the Tesla building, the Getty Museum, which I said the Getty Museum was satanic back in 2018 when they first got wind of it. The amount of levels of dumbs that are underneath that is absolutely mind-boggling. The Queen's Hunting Lodge, the Vatican, Three Gorge Dam, U.S. Capitol, Victoria's Secret's home, Washington's monument, White House 1 and White House 2. That's just the start. But there's going to be a lot more satanic sites get destroyed. Now, everything the Draco and the Anunnaki, the tall grays, have put us through is all now being revealed. Anybody that wants to listen, and listen to people like myself, and to open their minds up and see that, you know, nobody that is a human could possibly do the things that they have done. They have to be some other creature from some other place, because the things that I have unveiled is it's not humanly possible. Trump tore down the East Wing, okay, not just to break the satanic grid system there, okay, but it was to uncover many more layers of tunnels and underground dumps and torture chambers that were underneath that White House. That's why it's going to be, the whole thing's going to be blown up. Now, there is, let me just see here. The three horns of evil, of course, are being dismantled as we speak right now. They're going to be gutted, and the tunnels underneath them, which is, you know, Washington, of course, you know, that temple thing that they've got there. It's all a satanic grid system that's all going to be ripped up. Also, the Lords of London and all the banking system in there, that big 10 square blocks operation, the military is going to go in there and start cleaning the underground dumps out from underneath that. And then, of course, the Vatican, which is taken out a long time ago. 4,000 government bureaucrats were fired, dismantled, and another 10,000 on their way out the door. They will never be replaced because that whole, anybody that was involved in that particular arm of the government is all being dismantled, never to be brought back again. Eliminating deep state strongholds around the world is an ongoing thing every day. Okay, it's happening every day. Media will spin it and say something else and start demonizing Trump, as there is a lot of lefties out there that are screaming. They're throwing their you know, bullshit lines and you know, wishing Trump was you know, unalived and all this other stuff, and all that's doing is exposing their insurrection, and they're being guilty of that based on trying to flood the airwaves during Wartime Measures Act. And like I says, you'll see all this in the, you know, tribunal, and like I said, in that movie Nuremberg 1. It's gonna, you know, and to watch that movie is basically explains everything. There's not just the generals that got taken out. There was anybody that was involved. There was 11 million Germans also died through tribunal in 1946 after the war, because they were all tied to the genocide of what Hitler did to the Jewish people. Now, Trump is a wrecking ball. Okay, he's gone and he is dismantling everything. He's got armies around the world right now, taking out strongholds, and such as Venezuela. Venezuela was basically taken over by the Dracos. They basically took over the whole thing, and they left people on the street to basically starve to death, where they had to go eat their own pets, and the genocide that was happening there in those days after Maduro took over was, it was beyond humanly possible that any human could allow it to do this to other humans. So we're going to see all that, and like it says, Venezuela has been taken over, or was taken over, by the draconians along with Mexico, and we're wiping the draconians out wherever they may be. It's going to be an everyday, a household name is going to be Dracos. A household name will be reptilians, hybrids, and all this stuff eventually. Okay, it's right now. It's a lot of people that can't get their heads around it, but that's all going to change. Courts are buckling. Okay, except for the violent criminal, shootings and stuff like that are going on. Those type of criminal courts are still going on, and the tribunals and the military couldn't be bothered dealing with them, because they're dealing with basically the roundup of all the Dracos on this planet. Now, the what do you call it? The Pleiadians, or the off-world malevolent species that are on our side, such as the Pleiadians, the Venetians, and Syrians, are getting involved as well. I believe that they're taking them off, probably shooting them and getting them transported to the moon for their tribunals that are happening inside the moon. And I'm hoping we're going to be able to see that type of exposure or disclosure that's going on there. Banks are being starved, and they're being starved out, and they cannot, and all their printing of the fake money and the fake fiat currencies to keep them going in this pantomime, in this matrix, totally fraudulent matrix that they basically put together, and that has been living on our blood and guts and our sweat and tears for generations, is all coming to an end, and they do not have a way out. So you're going to see banks shut down a lot. Militaries are being deployed to most American cities. Okay. Now, but they're going to stomp them all out. There's more than 20 million foreign migrants that China Joe let in, that they're digging out of American cities right now. And you're going to see a lot of this, inside insurrection. It's not, they're going to try to spin it as a civil war. They're going to try to spin it as genocide on its own people. But it really, truly, they're insurrectionists and Antifa that are, MK. They're totally mind controlled in order to do anything they can. They're commies and whoever else that are mind controlled to try to overthrow the republic, and they will be dealt with, and dealt with harshly. And that is to basically save the American people along with the republic. Media screams illegal. It's all illegal. But the patriots are calling it, we're saving the republic. Anyone against this is foreign or domestic combatant, and they will be dealt with in that fashion. Nobody gets a free pass on this. You will be put into tribunal. You'll be arrested, put into tribunal, and dealt with very, very severely, if not the death penalty. Don't think this is some kind of a game. We are playing for our own survival. Prisoners and insurgents will be harshly treated or through military tribunals in a military fashion. And it's military law. Okay? And that'll all be applied to anybody that is going against the Republic. Now, the movie Nuremberg, I highly recommend that everybody watch it when it does come out. It's going to prep you for the Nuremberg 2.0 And I suggest that everybody watch it a couple of times just to let it melt in to the memory banks, because this is what's coming. Okay, and when that hits, it's going to seriously wake up a lot of sleepers. There will be a huge shift once the EBS does come. The shift will be at the point of no return. We're not going back to the old world. We're going to be going into the new world, and we're going to be having a wonderful world to be, but there will be conditions that go along with it, okay? And we're not going to deal with any more slander or hurting of other people or even animals. This has all got to stop. Now, I've been saying this since 2017. All this was going to happen, and now it's happening. Now, I'm at 16 already, and I'm not even near the way through all this, and I might have to do another video to get through everything that I've been wanting to get through. But that being said, God bless everybody, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye now.